We learned today Killian O'Conner, the former walk-on, is going to start at center. He beat out John Ray Reed. Lincoln Riley talked about how he still thinks Reed will play against Missouri State, and he said he'll certainly factor into the offensive line this season. We just haven't seen him do anything at guard, so to me it kind of seems like it's going to be center or nothing for Big General Reed, but that might not necessarily be the case. He could factor in at guard at some point. What's your reaction, Chris, to Killian O'Conner winning that job?
It's sort of interesting, the timing, because Lincoln Riley did talk on Trojans Live the other day and essentially
last night
essentially laid out the entire starting offensive line except for center. It kind of made it seem like it was an or situation. Then today it comes out and says Killian's going to be our starter for week 1, so I wonder what the change is, or why not just do it there. But Killian O'Conner, this is a battle that we've seen. Hats off to our RJ Abadia, who was kind of the first person to be like, hey, Killian O'Conner is actually pushing in this competition. And lo and behold, former walk-on, now a scholarship, is going to get to start week 1 against Missouri State in the Coliseum. Obviously, he started the Texas A&M game here to end the season. So a nice little start and end to 2024 and kick off 2025. I think it's a great story. I mean, you're going to write a story about him. We'll talk about some of the emotional stuff that he did talk about. But it is a great story. But again, great stories mean nothing if it doesn't happen on the field. He has been complimented for his intelligence and his mastermind ability to work this offense, and he is someone who's played in this Lincoln Riley offense for, I believe, 3 years now. He's been here a long time. He knows the ins and outs of this offense, so that is what you want in your center. He is undersized. We cannot, get around that fact, but if he holds up, he's able to control, the leverages. Football's all about leverages, so if he's able to do that and work this offense, then I think it's going to work out well. But again, that play on the field has to back up him being the starting center, and as we know, they do have an option behind him in January Reed, a 2-year starter at Syracuse. So as of right now, they have a pretty good situation going on at center in terms of wherever they want to go with that.
I've heard O'Conner was really good at making the calls at the line and getting the offensive line in the correct spots. That, of course, comes with all the experience that he has. Let's talk about the story quickly, Chris, with him. So he is the son of a walk-on, the grandson of a former walk-on. He said today his dad started as a walk-on in Akron and then ended up playing 4 out of the 5 years as a starter. He was there, and O'Conner also mentioned how his grandfather was a big inspiration to him. O'Conner got hurt last season against Utah State, and sadly his grandfather also passed away on that same day. So he has shown real perseverance, not only in his career, but just from last season to come back and win this starting job. He maybe could have handled how he was injured a little bit differently, but he opts to come back, and now he's USC starting center, former walk-on. It is a feel-good story, and I just wanted to acknowledge that.